Let's do a crazy town, Aaron. Last Friday, Biden had the Save the World speech in the Rose Garden, and I figured, you know what? Let's remind Mr. Biden about a wise old man who once talked about saving the planet. So we weaved that through this. Crazy Town, roll it.
It's a beautiful day, as that old phrase used to go, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is beautiful. Excuse me, I'm putting on my sunglasses.
Aaron Rodgers.
It's really very, very dull when after all these years in public life, you're known for two things: Ray-Ban sunglasses and chocolate chip ice cream. A very dull president. But the chair of the White House Council on Environmental Quality, Brenda, where's Mallory? There she is, Brenda.
Brenda who?
Look, stand up. And I want a war hero is not going to be able to stand up because she's in a wheelchair.
Oh, he did it again.
I grew up, and maybe there's one Delawarean here knows what Claymont, Delaware is.
Didn't tell him to
I
walk
grew
it
up in... Oh, all right. On those days early on, when there'd be the first frost, you turn on the windshield wipers, not a joke, and there'd be an oil slick on the window.
No joke.
Literally an oil slick on the front windshield.
What does that mean?
And there's real effects.
That's how he got cancer.
So I think it's one of the reasons I had childhood asthma. So many people in that area. We had one of the highest cancer rates in the nation.
There you go.
In that part of Delaware. So when I was elected president with Kamala and our partnership, we vowed to take action on the most ambitious climate and environmental justice agenda in American history.
And the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet.
Yesterday, I convened the major economic forum on Zoom. We're plugging the so-called orphan wells, which emit methane, which is significantly more dangerous and toxic than anything else that comes out of the ground.
What? Self-righteous environmentalists. Yeah. I'm tired of these white, liberal, bourgeois, liberal, white people who think the only thing wrong with this planet is there aren't enough bicycle paths.
Because we know historically red-line communities are literally hotter because there's more pavement, fewer trees, so we're planting millions of new trees to cool down our city streets.
Trying to make the world safe and clean for their Volvos. And I'm really sick of these rock stars and movie stars going to work off their cocaine guilt by saving a forest somewhere.
More acres burned to the ground that I've witnessed from a helicopter in the last 19 months than are in the entire state of Maryland, as if the entire state of Maryland.
The planet has been here for 4.5 billion years, all right? 4.5 billion. We've been here, what, 100,000? Maybe. 200,000? Maybe. And we've only been engaged in heavy industry for a little over 200 years. 200 years versus 4.5 billion. And we have the conceit to think that somehow we're a threat? That somehow we're going to put in jeopardy this beautiful little blue-green ball that's just floating around the sun? Planet has been through a lot worse than us for a long time.
I've seen too many communities turn to rubble by storms that are growing more frequent and ferocious. And it's an existential threat.
Earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drift, solar flares, sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles, bombardments for hundreds of thousands of years by comets and asteroids and meteors, sandstorms, erosion of all kinds, cosmic radiation, worldwide fires, worldwide floods, recurring ice ages.
They'd rather threaten to default on the U.S. economy than get rid of some $30 billion in taxpayer subsidies, rather than get rid of $30 billion taxpayer subsidies. Environmental justice will be the mission of the entire government.
And we think some aluminum cans and some plastic bags are going to make a difference?
In 2 years, we're making real progress on the most ambitious environmental justice agenda in history. With this executive order, we'll go even further. To all of you, we're making progress, but there's much more to do to finish the job.
Planet is going to be here a long, long, long time after we're gone, and it will heal itself. It will cleanse itself, because that's what it does. It's a self-correcting system. The air and the water will recover. The earth will be renewed. Planet isn't going anywhere. We are.
truer words never spoken.
There you go. That's the climate change that I subscribe to. The George Carlin version.
Yeah. Well, it's the arrogance of man, thinking that, you're going to affect change on the planet.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Exactly. So